The second point, right, is that how to have humility and own up to your mistakes, right? Listen, we're all humans. We are gonna make a ton of mistakes. Nobody in this world is perfect, and just like you understand that you're not perfect means your child is not going to be perfect, right? So that's where having the patience, right, and then also being able to be humble enough to understand that taking accountability for the mistakes that you make as a parent, as a leader, as a teammate, it's going to be very important, right? Because we understand that real leaders, they don't, try to pass the blame to somebody else. They actually take ownership for whatever happened, even if they didn't happen, right? I have a quick story when it came to with my daughter. My daughter is she's doing like bicycle motocross, for a lack of a better term, right? And like I said, my daughter already has her own little attitude, and she not too long ago ended up falling right on her bicycle, and she wanted to scream and cry, which she did. But one of the things that I had an opportunity to speak with her is to tell her, like, hey baby girl, well, you understand that it's so important for you to look ahead of you. You can't be looking sideways, right? You got to make sure that you look ahead of you. It wasn't nothing serious, but she's learning that, right? She's learning that, hey, like things happen, you're gonna fall. Understand that you're not perfect, you're gonna make mistakes, but what's important is you understanding, hey, where did I make that mistake? Owning up to it and then moving forward. Same thing that's happened to me in business. I've made a ton of mistakes in business. I can tell you that there are a lot of things that I've done that I shouldn't have done, and there are things that I shouldn't done that I should be doing, right? And what you can do is essentially, hey, as a leader, take responsibility for it, right? Don't go ahead and try to blame somebody else on your team, or don't go ahead and try to not take accountability for it, because that's not strong leadership, right? When people look at a leader, people want to look at someone that has, is aware that they've made mistakes. They want to look at people that understand that, hey, they're not perfect. They want to work with people that if they do make a mistake, they're going to own it, and they're going to be right there to go ahead and work through it, right? As a parent, you're going to do the same thing. We don't want to put blame on our children, right? We want to help them understand where they went wrong or where they miscalculated, and understand that, hey, mistakes happen. How do we, correct it for the next time, and how do we avoid doing that same mistake again? Because that's the whole point of us, living life. It's the whole point of us being humans, is understanding that we are going to make mistakes. It's understanding that, hey, not everything is going to be perfect. It's understanding that things will be tough, and because of that, you're able to humble yourself and understand that in other people, right? Me myself with my team, I understand that when something goes wrong, I quickly look at, okay, well, what didn't I do to prevent that? What could I do next time to prevent that? How can I properly train? How can I make sure that I get the message across? Right? And also, how do I make sure that they understood me when I delivered that message? Maybe I did deliver that message, but maybe I just couldn't get my point across correctly. All those things are going to be super important when it comes to being able to properly, engage with your children, engage with your team, being able to, have these kind of conversations that allow us that we create the right kind of simulation, or the right kind of attitude that our kids are going to want to emulate. Because at the end of the day, kids are watching everything that we do. The last thing that we want to do is not be is not be effective as parents, right? We're not perfect. We understand that, right? But we don't want to go ahead and create an environment where our children are afraid to make mistakes, where our children are afraid to come to us, where our children, they don't want us to be around them because they think that they're going to be judged severely. So, all things that are important, right? Remember, humble yourself. You're human. Have some patience. Understand we're going to make mistakes and keep moving forward, right?